guys. How are you doing? Let me know if you can hear me or not. Me and this her, we're gonna have an issue today. Hi, Adrena. Hey, girl. I am not doing a thing. I'm about to clean up this kitchen from breakfast. I have just been lazing around today. I've done some posts on Instagram and I've been working on some videos today, but I have not done anything where I really I just didn't feel like going anywhere, doing anything today. I'm just like very, very lazy today. What are you doing? What have you been doing? You doing anything interesting today? You just chilling at the house? I figured I would just come on here because I didn't come on the other day. I didn't come on last Friday. I didn't come on yesterday when I was supposed to, and I couldn't yesterday because I was actually out of town, and I went down like South Georgia, and we went down and we came back the same day, and I got home this morning around 3 o'clock in the morning. So I was so tired, and I knew there was no way that I was going to be able to do it. And so I was like, go on here today and see how everyone's doing. I know it's like the middle of the day and a lot of people are out and about shopping, but that's not me today. Okay, you just getting off of work. Girl, yeah, I understand. So yeah, call me. You, Carolyn, is at home cooking and cleaning and resting. Girl, me too. Hey sis, hey Kelia. How you doing? Yeah, that's me. I just I was like, Mr. And even Mr. B's at home. It's rare that both of us are home, especially on a Saturday. Either he's going out running errands or I'm gone. And today, neither one of us, we was like, I don't think this is gonna be productive for anybody. And it really hasn't. But like I said, I have gotten some videos and things done. I cleaned up a little bit. I'm just now cleaning up from breakfast this morning. So yeah, but I'm chilling. You know, sometimes those days when you just don't want to do nothing or don't want to leave the house. Um, my mom asked me earlier this morning what I was gonna cook for dinner, and I told her I don't know. I'm not thinking about dinner. I just finished breakfast, and actually, I'm surprised I got up as early as I did since I only got home at around 3 o'clock or so. So I am going to and then Mr. B just came down the steps and he was like, babe, you want to how about making some of your chicken wings and some potato salad? Because he's watching football. So I was like, okay, so he's gonna run to the store, get some stuff, some oil and stuff so that I can do that because I don't have no eggs. I told you guys we run through eggs around here. So I'm gonna make the potato salad. I'm gonna do some hot wings and we're gonna chill. I don't want to go nowhere. He was like, you don't want to go out for dinner? I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to do nothing. I just want to sit here and I'm gonna work on some more videos. The only thing I did this morning was took a shower and put on some more pajamas and some more footies. That's the type of day I am having. So I just think I'm just tired. I've been having like events and running around and doing stuff after work. I think it got me. And a matter of fact, I know it got me because I had a mishap this week. I mean, and it's only a mishap that I probably, well, actually, someone else ended up having the same mishap that I did. So this week I posted on my Instagram. You guys saw what I showed you, those ornaments at Walmart. And I told you guys how I almost never go to Walmart. And I didn't know about those beautiful ornaments and that I had a mishap and I was going to tell you about it. Well, let me tell y'all what happened. So I was at Walmart looking for this. God's fan. Juani, it is winter, girl. We're going into winter. Why do you need a fan? Are you going through something or whatever? Well, I'm always hot, but that's not why I needed this fan. So earlier this week, what was I doing? Oh, I cooked. I cooked dinner, and I told Mr. B that after dinner, I was going to make one of those cookies that I shared with you that I picked up from Kroger. So I was going to make the cookie, and that was going to be our dessert. We was going to have ice cream on top of it. That was going to be our dessert. Okay? So let me tell you the story, and you guys answer. Go ahead and start answering as I tell you the story if you can figure out what happened. So the cookie was frozen. I took the cookie out of the package, pushed the preheat button on the stove, and I went upstairs. So when I went upstairs, I don't know what I did when I went upstairs, but then it indicated, it beeped and let me know that it was set at 350 degrees. So I go and I put the cookie on a cookie sheet in the oven, okay? So I set it said that because it was frozen, it had to cook for 45 minutes. So I set the timer to 45 minutes, okay? I can follow instructions most of the time. So I set the timer at 45 minutes, and then I sit down here for a minute because we were watching football or something. Mr. B was over on the sofa. He actually fell asleep. So I got up, I went upstairs, and I thought, I'm gonna wash my face. So I went into the bathroom, the master bathroom, got one of the wash towels, and I put it in the sink, and I'm gonna wash my face. So in the meantime, I come out the bathroom, and something caught my attention on the television. So I started watching that, but then I hear the cookie, the stove going off because the time was over. The time was up. So I come downstairs, check the cookie. The cookie wasn't ready. It was still too moist. So then I set the timer again, and then I set it for 5 minutes. So I came right here. I sat down. Mr. B was still asleep, and the 5 minutes were up when the timer went off. Came and checked it again. Still wasn't ready. Okay, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put this on 15 minutes. So I put the timer on 15 minutes. I go upstairs and I set the timer again. I go upstairs. I'm trying to see if you guys started to figure out what happened? That's what it sounds like, huh, Kelia? Mm-hmm. So I go upstairs and I lay across the bed. So I lay across the bed because for some reason in my head, I thought I was watching television, but evidently I had fallen asleep. Probably, I don't know, maybe like 15 minutes or so. I don't know how long it was. And then she said, done. You said, did you turn on the oven? Yes, I turned on the oven. And so I woke up and I was like, oh, I have to go and check the cookie. So I come downstairs and Mr. B is still on the sofa and he is asleep. So, but the cookie, I didn't hear the timer, but when I came around the corner, the cookie was on the counter. So Mr. B heard the timer, it woke him up, and he took the cookie out the oven. So the cookie was ready now. So I'm like, okay, let me see what y'all say about to burn the house down. Girl, no, you would have thought that, huh? What'd you say? Did you take the paper off? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. So I'm about to tell you guys. So look who coming around the corner.
Well, hey, America.
Look at that.
I'm about to get my potato salad, America. My favorite potato salad. You get it going. I'm about to go get these eggs. You know what I mean?
See how giddy he get about food?
Yeah, my wings. Yeah.
So Kelia said, "Hey, babe."
Hey.
Adrena said, "Hey." He said, "Hey." So, so I'm downstairs. He all excited, girl. Yeah, I told y'all he get excited about food. So I come downstairs. Now, Mr. B is still asleep on the sofa, and I'm like, "Oh." So I get the cookie. Did you have the wrong timer on? No, I did not have the wrong timer on. Hi, V. Hey, lady. I'm doing well. So I come down. So for all of you guys who catching up, I'm telling this story about something that happened in the house. So I'm not going to start over. So if you want to hear how I got to this, you're going to probably have to go a little bit back a little bit. So I come downstairs and like I say, I see the cookie on the counter and it's done. So I'm like, oh, so then I cut the cookie in half because you guys remember it was a big cookie. I cut the cookie in half and then I was like, babe, you want your cookie? He was not hearing me. I'm like, babe, you want your cookie now? He didn't hear me. So I took my half of the cookie and with some ice cream, and I went over there and I sat down. Let me see what y'all say. Carolyn says she the same way she gets happy about food. Maria, I'm telling them about my mishap that happened this week, and they're thinking that I almost burnt the house down trying to cook a cookie. Hi, Penny Pop. How are you? Okay, so I come and I eat the cookie. I have my cookie and ice cream because it was still warm, guys. It was so good, so good. And the reason I'm telling this story, guys, because I was at Walmart and I had to pick up one of these, and I told them to try to guess why I was trying to pick up a fan in the freaking fall and when it feels like winter down here in Atlanta. So, yes. So I'm eating my ice cream and then I fell asleep again, probably for about 5 minutes. I was like, babe, I'm going upstairs. So I go upstairs and I sit on my bed. And then while I'm sitting on my bed, I hear something. And I'm like, is that water running? Now, remember, I told you guys probably about 45 minutes to an hour prior, I came upstairs and I decided I was going to wash my face. I said I took a washcloth and I put it in the sink. Guys, the water ran all over the sink, all over the floor. It was probably about 2 to 3 inches of water in my master bathroom. And I like, oh my God. So I got every towel that I had on the rack. So I had about 20 towels. I put them all over the floor and I started pulling them up one by one and wringing them back out over the tub. And so in the meantime, I am calling Mr. B. Baby, Derek, baby. He was not hearing me. He did not hear me. Oh my God, he did not hear me. And I'm screaming and I'm coming to the end of the hall. I don't know if he drank a beer. I don't know what he did, but he was out. And I'm like, baby. So I run back in because I'm like, okay, this water is going so it started to come into the bedroom. And I'm like, oh my God. So I got all these towels and I'm wringing them out. So, and then I came downstairs and I said, baby, I need your help upstairs. And I'm like, Derek. And so he's like, what? I said, I need your help upstairs. He go, I'm coming. I said, I had an accident. I need you to come upstairs. So I came and got the mop and I ran back upstairs. He still didn't come upstairs. He went back to sleep. So I'm doing all of that. And so when I got all of the water up, girl, yes, I had a pool in my home for real. I didn't think that stuff, it was like almost like comical. Like if the door was closed, I feel like the water would have came rushing in on one of those cartoons back in the day. So I get all the water up off the floor, and then I finally start to get it up off of the vanity on the table. I mean, on the sink where the vanity is. And I'm like, okay. So I get all of those towels and I go and take them to the laundry closet. So I'm dragging out of the towels and they are like wet. So it left a trail of water coming from the master bathroom into the hall, into the laundry closet. So I come back and I mop everything up in there, and I'm like, well, shoot, I might as well I just wiped everything down and everything, and then I'm like, okay, well, I was downstairs. Surely, if something was happening downstairs all the time I was going back and forth, I would have heard it and I would have seen it, right? Wrong. Let me show you guys what happened in my dining room. I'm gonna bring you guys. Hopefully, I don't know if you guys will be able to see my ceiling. Let me see. Y'all see that? You see that? Those marks? You see that? Yeah, that's what I did. All of that was coming. See that? Yeah. That's what your girl did. All up on the ceiling. So water was all on my dining table. Keelia, shut up, girl. It was all on the dining table. It was all on the hardwood floors. So I had to run back upstairs to get some more towels. So then I stopped the washing machine because now I had about 5 or 6 more towels to come down. And then what I did was I flipped the light on, not thinking, and water was coming down the chandelier. So it was coming down the electrical cord, and I was like, oh hell! And I turned that off because now I'm about to electrocute every damn body. And so I'm like, baby, Derek. And he was like, what? I was like, I need your help. He was like, okay, I'm coming to help you. I said, I'm over here. I don't know what he had did. I don't know, but maybe he was just exhausted because we get up at like 4. He gets up at like 4:30 in the morning. I get up at about 4:15. And so I think he was just exhausted and he just was not, it wasn't registering to him that I was saying I needed help. So I cleaned all of that up and I was like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? So, child, a mess, a huge mess. I know, Nicole. So I am like, so I said, okay. So after I got everything up, I was probably dealing with this for about an hour or so, hour and 10 minutes. I was tired. I went upstairs, got in my bed, and fell asleep. Mr. B was still on the sofa. I didn't bother with him no more. I was just done. So probably about 12, 1 o'clock, he comes into the bedroom and he steps into the water, the pool of water that, remember, I was taking all of those towels from the master bathroom into the closet. To the laundry closet. And he comes and then he stands over me and he's like, baby, where the water coming from? What happened? How did we get all this water? I opened my eyes like this and I said, I told you I needed help. I was calling you. You did not come. And he was like, what are you talking about? And I just felt I had an out of body experience. I was like, if you don't get from over me. And so he was like, but what happened? He wanted an explanation then. Dude, I was trying to give you an explanation an hour and a half ago. I needed your help. So I closed my eyes and went back to sleep. When we woke up the next morning, I told him what happened. Keelia, be quiet. Girl, thank you, Carolyn. Yes. And so I'm like, okay. And so earlier this week, I had already scheduled for my contractor to come out, and he was doing the measurements again for the 2 niches for me because I decided that I was trying to find furniture to go in there, and then I couldn't find the right measurements for the furniture, so I was like, I'm gonna have to get something custom. So he measured it again because I was like, but then when he told me the price that I was trying to get the 2 pieces of furniture for was gonna be around $800 for the two pieces of furniture. And then he came back and he was like, he could do both of the cabinets for me, custom, make them custom. And then he's going to do the other work that I want. And he's going to do the electrical work up there for me for $800. So I was like, okay, I'm going your way. So he did that. But I was like, but the other reason he came was because we thought we broke the fireplace. And because it clicked off and we used it one day, it clicked off and didn't click back on. Guys, only thing he did, he moved the button and we was like, how did you do that? He was like, it's a second button here. I never knew 13 years that there was two buttons down there. So he came out here for nothing. So I was like, I hate that you came so far for nothing. I said, so let me just give you something for coming. So I gave him $20 for coming. I said, but why you here and you got that for me? I said, let me show you something. And I said, look at what I did. And he was like, Luana. And I told him what happened, but he figured it out quicker because when I said something about when I said I was going to go wash my face and I put the rag in the sink, he immediately started looking up. And he was looking up out here because he was thinking that because he knows my bedroom is over here, but my bathroom is over here. So he was like looking and looking. And then I was like, and I said, right here. So he was like, okay, hopefully you won't get any mold. He said, so you need to go get a box fan. Guys, it was like a needle in a haystack trying to find a box fan. And then when I went to the second Walmart, they only had one. So that one was there waiting for me. And so I got the box fan, put it on top of my two bar stools back to back and had that up. And he was like, so hopefully we caught it in time. If we did, then we'll let it dry. And then that day it had rained and rained. He said it's going to take longer for it to dry because of the rain. And then it got real cold. And he said, that's not going to help. And he was like, you might. So he was like, if he had to, worst case scenario, he would have to cut out that ceiling, redo it, and replaster it and everything. It was gonna be $400. I'm like, well, I expected him to say more than that, and I was like, okay. But then he was like, but um, the best thing that could happen is that we caught it in time. And if I don't see any spores, so far I don't see any little mold spores. I don't see any spores. We're gonna put Kills on it, the Kills paint, and that kills any mold or anything. And then he's gonna come back and paint it for me. And so that's gonna be $50. And so Mr. B was like, well, hell, we can paint it ourselves. Dude, I've tried you painting. And he get everywhere else. So I think I would just rather just have him come and do it for the $50. I mean the $50 or whatever, and do that up there and to make sure everything is done right. And he's going to do the entire ceiling. So that was my mishap, y'all. And the thing about it, guys, because I first thing I was like, well, can I call my insurance company? He was like, well, yeah, but then I really couldn't because it was my fault. So if a pipe had burst or something like that, yes, I could have called my insurance company. There's no way I could have spent that. So when I went to work, the next day, I was telling my counterpart what happened to me. And she was like, oh my God, Juani, that is crazy to hear that happened. Now, I told her that happened that morning around 8:30. She come in my office at 10 and she was like, look at this. And so she shows me a picture of water pouring down her kitchen lights fixture like this, something like mine. And it was just pouring down. And I was like, oh my God. So it had been raining that day. And I said, you have a leak. She said, my sister there, she sent me this. And she was like, you must have a roof leak, Renita. You must have a roof leak. And she was like, well, okay, well, fine. I'm going to call the insurance company. She said, and about 5 minutes later, her sister-in-law called her back. And she said, and so her nephew, who had been staying there for the last couple of days, he came downstairs. And she was like, oh my God, look at this. Renita has a leak. She's calling the insurance company. There must be a leak in the roof. He said he got this real crazy look on his face. And she looked at him. She goes, what's that look for? you got something to do with this? And he was like, well, yeah. So what he did was he was up in the bathroom and he was cleaning the bathroom. And he put the sink, he put the rag that he was cleaning with in the sink and forgot to turn the freaking water off just like I did. And it overflowed and flooded the bathroom. And she come to my office, she goes, doggone you, Juani. She said, you a freaking G. She said, how the heck did this happen? It's like, you tell me this, and then an hour and a half, it happens to me. I said, well, we need to run down the hall and tell Shirley because I went to her next. I was just like, I don't know, but this just like that was just a coincidence that happened. So that I just this week, so I said all that to say your girl has been tired, and I just think that I was just my mind was like on everything, trying to get things done because I had two events and I was trying to find a location for our Christmas party. I came home and I cooked. I probably edited a video, and I was just preoccupied because I'm like, that does not seem like that is nothing that I would normally do. So now I'm like looking at myself like side eye, like, girl, you all right? You all right? But yes, I think I was just doing too doggone much. So this day today, I am like taking it easy. I'm sitting my tail down, and I really wouldn't have gone out of town yesterday, but I had told the young lady, I promised her that I was gonna come. So yeah, that is why. And she was one of my student assistants for the summer, and I promised her that I was gonna come. So yeah, so I drove. Well, I didn't drive. I drove my friend's car down, and then she drove back. But that was, and then but I had to stay up because I'm usually the one who goes to sleep. And I was just like, girl, I don't know how we're gonna do this. And I was barely holding on back. But that was just a long ride. It took us 2 hours and 35 minutes. And the sun set, and then we're coming back. Like I said, I didn't get home to 3 o'clock this morning. So I am beat. So let me just see what you guys are saying about me. Yes, I'm glad no one was hurt. I always have a bot fans. Yes, and you know you are so right. I never had or I can't say never. I had a box fan and it was broken. Then we had a little small little fan, and then that got broken. So I did not have anything. And we used to have that little fan because Cookie would get hot because she had all that fur. So we would put that next to her bed so that she could be comfortable. But yes, so I didn't have anything else. But you're right. I'm so happy that I have this now because, like you said, yes, they are very, very useful. Yes, that's what I did. I ran it um Wednesday, Thursday, and yesterday, because I was home yesterday. So I ran it, and then I couldn't take it no more. I couldn't take the noise anymore. So I turned it off. But then when I came home early this morning, I turned it back on and let it blow some more. So it's good because when the contractor came out, he touched it and he was like, "Oh, it's really well." He didn't touch it with his finger. He touched it with a pin, a screwdriver, something he had. He was like, "Oh, it's really, really soft." And so I don't know, but I'm sure it was because I think the water was probably running for at least 45 minutes to an hour. That's a big dilemma. You had girl, yes it was, Adrena. Just run the bot, okay. V, what is IoT? Girl, you have a good contract. Girl, yes. Yes, he is really, really good. I really wish that I would have used him or this other guy for my floors. My floors are good. It's just one or two places that creak that drives me crazy. But he was like, he would have to take the whole thing up, and I'm like, no. So it's just stuff that I can get that I'm gonna use to try to fill it in. But he is really, really good. And he's bonded, so that's the good thing because he's bonded and insured. So it's no bootleg, nothing. So yeah, he can build an entire house. So yeah, he's really good. V said she'll paint it for 10. V, I know that's right. I'm gonna have to get you down here too. And when you come down, because every time you come down, I don't want you to work. But yeah, I might have you do that for 10 though. Yes, the message held for review. Let me go check. Girl, go. Okay, Keelia, because I just told you. So you next. Go check your seat, girl. You guys in house, you need water sucker. What is water sucker? What is a water sucker? A water. Yeah, I don't know what that is either, Maria. Oh, good to see you. Hi, Loretta. Hi, Mariah. I will go and buy me 2 box fans. Girl, yes, go buy you 2 box fans. Because I think if I would have had one, I just would have done that. And I don't think it would have, I don't know, it probably would have left some type of mark. Not sure if it will look like that, but you see that they're pretty pronounced. And so he was like, if nothing happens, if you want, you don't have to do anything. But he was like, but I know how you are. That's gonna bother you, and it will, because when we had that other little leak that came from the shower over there, that mark drove me crazy, and I could not wait for the guy to come in here and to fix it. And the only reason I didn't call him because his favorite number started with 300 every time. Every time I had him come over, he wanted to start with 300. That's the first. I don't know if that was the only number he knew, but he would say 300, and even for that, I figured out what was wrong because he was about to cut in my ceiling, and I said, and it turned up to be like the drain in the shower was loose, and so it needed some more bonding, and it was another, like a seal. There was a plastic seal in the bonding. I paid for that. I think that may have been $12 after that, and he was like $300. $300? You didn't have to do no pipes. What are you talking about? $300? I told Derek, we're not paying that. You're gonna have to talk to him, and he's gonna have to come down than that. I can see if I don't know, if he had to cut into the roof or and do some pipe work or whatever. I said, but what he did, I realized it, and I found it first. And secondly, the parts wasn't expensive. And third, it took him 5 minutes to take care of. Are you serious? 300? No, we didn't pay him 300. Derek, I think we ended up giving him $200, and that was still a lot. That was still a lot. I was mad, but that was also my last time I called him, because I also called him when I had the roof issue, and he took care of that, and he was like $300. $300. So I was like, okay, I'll give you $300, but then for that, I didn't expect $300. So yeah, I hadn't called him anymore. But yeah, this guy, yeah, he was like, I'll just take care of that. But yeah, Mr. B was like, we can do that. Whatever. I've seen your work. Let's see what you says. I'm doing well, Michael. How are you doing? Get you a portable fan with batteries. A portable fan, it's a little small fan with batteries. Please run the fan because you don't want mold. That's double win. And I am. I'm gonna turn it back on. It was warm today, so I'm gonna turn it back on once I get done down here cooking and everything. I'm gonna go upstairs because that fan is loud. I am. Sunny Day says she needs a box fan too. Yes. Oh yes, a vacuum water extractor. Can't remember the name. Okay. Oh, you know what? I didn't have one, but I know exactly what you're talking about. It's the big like can vacuum thing with the hose. Right now I'm dealing with a dryer issue. Oh wow, what's happening with your dryer? Is it not running, or what's going on with it? A wet back. Okay. LaConya said a wet back. Penny pop, that's right. You have to run that fan, run it for days. I'm gonna turn it back on. Yes, a shop vac. V talking about she'll paint it for shrimp and grits. You work for food. My dryer is dead. I have to replace it. I'm brokenhearted. Girl, that is like the worst when one of your appliances go down and it's something that you use all the time. Because I don't know what's happened. Like this is our third refrigerator. I don't know the one that came that we picked when we bought the house that came with the house. And then that was, I don't know, we may have had that one 5 years or so, and then we got another one. I don't know where we got that from, but that didn't last. Oh, what did we get? Oh no, it broke, and then we got it repaired. That's what it was, and it worked for maybe like another year and a half, and then we got this one. So yeah, but I was just like, oh my god, I need a refrigerator, and I had the deep freezer outside, but that one is full. That one stays full. So yeah, those that's hard, and then you need to dry your clothes. Yeah, and we've had that happen also. We needed a dryer and a washer. Hey, B, come down. I'll cook you some oxtail with that. Oh, look at Maria. Maria trying to show out. Maria, you trying to steal my worker. Hey, do you have a wet? No, I don't have a wet vac. No, no. I wish I did. Oh my gosh, I wish I did. The shop vac does wet and dry. We had to get one because we had water come up through the cracks in our floors due to rain. Oh, really? I am after that, you're right. I probably do just need to get a wet vac or something just to have, because that was a lot. That really was. That was a lot. And I mean, I have never seen that much water. It was just crazy. I mean, it literally covered my feet when I stepped in there. The water, I mean, it had to be like 2 to 3 inches high. You say get a wet vac with my box fan and I'm ready to go. Yeah, I am. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take heed to that. So I'm like, hopefully I can in the next week or so, because he's gonna be out of town. Um, the week after, I guess we'll have to get it done because that's gonna drive me crazy. Um, I don't know, Mr. B. He's not a painter, so I'm kind of afraid, but I don't know. We'll figure it out because I know he's gonna want to do it. He's not gonna want to pay anybody to do it. Jill, it was probably running for about 45 minutes to an hour. It was on for a long time. It was on for a pretty good time because I had fallen asleep several times in the story, and I didn't realize that I had left it on. Had not realized until I got ready to come upstairs and to get in the bed, and I was like, that water running? What's that sound? And yeah, that's when I went into the master bath. So it was in there. It was running for a long time. It ran over the sink, and yeah, it had, and because the wash towel, it had stopped up. It stopped up the plug. So yeah. She said that cookie had voodoo in it. Girl, that cookie had something because it kept all of my attention. I was completely like diverted from what I originally was gonna do. That and whatever else caught my attention prior because and it was something on television. I don't remember what it was. My bedroom floors are good. It did not affect it. It affected the just on the carpet a little bit, just a tad bit, maybe like an inch or half an inch when you go into the bathroom because it was starting to come out into the bedroom. But thank goodness I got in there and it didn't. So that was the first place I put the those towels down there by the bathtub. Yeah, by the toilet, behind the toilet. Oh, and then this is the other part. So I did not. So when Mr. B came in there and he asked me the question, and I opened my eyes and I was like, dude, don't ask me now because I was calling you and asking you for help and you were dead to the world. So when I halfway explained to him, he went in the bathroom. And so I had these two like buckets with like supplies and stuff in there, like bathroom supplies. They were filled up. They were both of them were filled up with water and started to run over. So he got those, and I didn't because I didn't even that did not come to my mind. So he emptied those because I heard the water in the sink or in the bathtub one. And then he cleaned up under there because I totally forgot about it. I was just exhausted and tired. So yeah, it was a lot of water. Oh, so you have a generator. Yeah, my dad has a generator. And actually, my neighbor, when she was moving back to New York, she had bought a generator because one year we had a really bad winter. And the power was out for, I think I told you guys like 15, 18 hours. And so she, after that winter, she went and bought a generator, but she didn't have to use it. And so when she left, um, she was selling the generator, and I told her that I wanted to buy the generator from her, but she ended up um, giving it to her daughter. So yeah, but yes, so yes, that is definitely on my list. But my dad has a generator, and that time he was gonna bring it over, but I was like, no, we're gonna be fine. But we were cold. We was cold as heck. It didn't make no sense. Lowe's always have the wetbacks on sale on Black Friday. Well, you know what? I'm gonna go and pick up me one for this Black Friday because that's the first time that has anything like that has happened to me. And I think I would rather have it and not need it than to what is it? What's that saying? You rather have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. So yes, I think that is what I'm going to do. I don't know what kind of wings Mr. B picked up. These, I don't know how they cut these. I'm gonna have to go through this and clean this. Sometimes I think some of this stuff that they're training people how to cut the chicken, and maybe that's why he got this on a good deal. But these were supposed to be the wingettes, and I'm like, look at this. It's so raggedy looking. I don't know, but he bought this up from the these came from the farmers market. I'm like, dude, you can find a better package than this. Let me see what else. Hold on, y'all. I can't. I'm trying to keep up. It's no sin. Just call it rice and beans and oxtail. Maria Cookie had Buddha Loretta. We have been through that. We came back from vacation. Oh my. Came back from vacation and found ours had to replace fill and carpet hanging there. Yes. And you know what? And that was so funny because when the contractor came, he had in his phone um, a picture of a house that he had done recently in Sunny Day. It was in Peachtree. It was in Peachtree City. The house that he worked on was in Peachtree City. And what happened was the husband was taking a bath. He ran the water to take a bath, and he forgot. He got sidetracked, I guess, and he forgot that the water was on in the bathtub, and all of the water in the bathtub overflowed. So in their ceiling, he had to cut out a huge hole up in there, and he was like, I was like, oh my god! But he said, but when they, I don't know, he said that they leave and they came back. But anyway, what happened was part of that, that's what it was, part of the, oops, hold on. Okay. My battery was a, my battery was low. So he had to cut out, part of the ceiling had caved in. It was in the kitchen, I think he said. So all of that was in the kitchen. So he was like, he had to go in and cut out all of it. And he was like between the floor and the ceiling and the upstairs. He said it's only about a foot of space. So all the water from the bathtub was just sitting there and it just saturated and it fell down in the kitchen. So he was showing me that picture. He was like, "It's not the first time I heard something like that." He said, "But this was," he said, "that job was worse." And he was like, all the work. I think he said it was about. I think he said about four. It came up to be like 4,000. It was something. It was a huge hole, and it had did like some kind of way it had made a line in the ceiling. And so he had to cut down that line or something, he was saying. But yeah, he was like, it was a lot of work to get that back together. So thank God that I didn't have that. Hi, Marilyn. Yes, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what he told me to do to get the kills. The kills. Yes, so I am going to get some of that. I just want to make sure that it's dry. So probably by Monday. Oh, I need to look at the weather to make sure it doesn't rain Monday before I put it on there. But I'm gonna tonight, when before we go to bed, I'm gonna run it again because I've been running it since Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yes, okay. So yesterday I didn't run it. I ran it in the morning. In the afternoon I didn't. Then last night to this morning. So yeah, I'm gonna run it tonight and um hopefully it'll be okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and put the kills on there because yeah, I can't deal with it. Girl, yes, thank goodness there was no carpet in there because that would be gone. Yes, water damage is no joke, and especially when you're gonna have to pay for it. Yeah. You want to know if I'm getting a new tree this year, Michael? Yep. I sure am. I sure did. Yes, so yes, I will have a new tree. I won't have my old big baby. But my mom came up with an idea for me when I was talking to her earlier. So I'm gonna show you guys that. But yes, so I will be having a new tree this year, and because the other one I am going to retire her. She done well. Yeah. So Michael said he's there. He's not doing anything. You just put yours up. I hadn't put mine up. It's too early. It is entirely too early for me to put up a tree. I don't normally put up my tree until the day after Thanksgiving. Mr. B knows the drill. I don't even have to ask him. It's like clockwork. He goes upstairs, he brings my stuff down, and the tornado begins. So it's too early for me to put stuff up. Now, I might what I do plan on doing is showing some things that I plan on doing, maybe like some DIYs or something like that. But as far as me putting anything up, I'm not gonna do any of that and anything like that until the day after Christmas. I mean, the day after Thanksgiving. Oh, you're trying to get your videos done early. I know, and that's a bad thing because YouTube makes you feel like you kind of have to get your stuff out of there. But one year, guys, I was like this time of year. I think it was right around Halloween, a little bit before Halloween. I was playing Christmas music because I just absolutely love this time of year, and I was playing Christmas music, and I think I had started decorating early and everything. If I tell you by Thanksgiving, I was over it. I hold on. I gotta. Mm, my foot fell asleep. So yeah, I was over it. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna do that again. Sunny day, she's gonna try to get a new tree. Hey, Juani, I changed my name. You changed your name. What was your old name? Caribbean Queen. I need to stay out of at home. Girl, Jill, you and me also. See, I tell you guys so y'all can go and spend the money for me. Before I knew it, my cart had so much stuff, and I'm like, girl, what are you doing? Don't you know they about to trick you? And the thing was, the week before, I had a coupon, and they sent me a coupon. At home, they'll never send coupons. They'll send you something like if you sign up for their emails or whatever for your birthday, they'll send you like I think it's like a 20% off coupon or something like that. But this was in my email, and it was 30% off, and I had to use it by the 26th. And I was like, girl, don't you go in there. There is nothing that you want. It was, I can't remember if it was off my total purchase or a single purchase. I'm not sure. But I was looking at those white deers that I showed you guys. And I was like, girl, you could use it on those deers. But I'm like, you can only get one deer. Then I'm thinking, girl, where are you going to store those deers? Where are you going to do with them afterwards? I don't know. This year, again, I had to go up in the attic looking for what I went up there. Mr. B had put some comforters up in the attic in the comforter, the little comforter bag thing. And I went up there looking for one. Um, I went up there to get the bag because I returned that comforter I was telling you guys about. And what happened? And when I went up there, I was like, it looked like a tornado had been up there. And I was like, we had just cleared this right before last Christmas. Like, no, before I put that stuff up there, that's when it was. It don't look like we did anything up there. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to get really this year. I'm gonna have to get rid of a lot of stuff. I think because yeah, I don't think that's not gonna work. I don't know how this is gonna work, but anyway, I don't have any storage, so I didn't get them. But they are so pretty. And then I had bought. Remember last Christmas I bought the paper mache deers. Those up there. I have the metal silver deer. I think I only have one of those. So yeah, I have several trees up there, and then I'm getting rid of one, and the other ones are like smaller trees, but girl, and you know the other thing, I don't even think Mr. B even realized that it's a tree right there in the dining room because he don't go in there. He doesn't go in there. So I'm sure he doesn't even see it. And then when he see, he's like, "Oh my God, this is new," and I'm like, "No, it's been here for months." Let me see. She said, "I need you to stay out there. Yeah, you're getting me in trouble." You put your tree up Thanksgiving night. My mama used to do that. Put the tree up Thanksgiving night. Hey, Juani, I changed my name. So you go to Bobby Discount in Brooklyn. Oh, okay. Y'all are talking. I will try to get a new tree after Christmas. Yes, and the best time to get one. Last Christmas, after Christmas, I went out there and I saw some trees, but I didn't want to pay for it. I was like, okay, I know it's gonna go down. And then when I went back, they didn't have any trees. So yeah, I'm like, okay, this Christmas, I'm just gonna have to get one. People are going crazy this year with decorating. I always put up my tree the weekend after Thanksgiving. Yes, it's too early. It's too early for me. I appreciate, if they can do it, girl, my attention span, I would have it down and be over. We'll just be sitting up here in front of a fire for Christmas. I can't do it. It's too early. And yep, it's too early. Um, ooh, y'all are going fast. I need to try to keep up. Hold up. Michael says he starts after Thanksgiving. Penny Pop says hers will be up. Everything will be up the day of Thanksgiving. Yes, Bobby, love that store. Yes, it's so true because there are so many Christmas videos. Like, girl, yes. And the thing I noticed this year, and I was saying to my mom this morning, that right after what is the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown showed, when it went off, the first commercial came up was a Walmart commercial about Christmas toys. I said, "Oh my gosh, it's still Halloween, guys." So I just thought that was funny, and I realized for the last couple of years they do that, and so I was watching specifically to see if they still was going to do it, and that was the next video. Then after that, I saw all the other channels doing videos. So I guess the Great Pumpkin is the signal to the retailers that okay, now we can start getting in their pockets because we started, they start getting into our parks, especially when you have kids for Halloween, and then we go downhill from there. Okay, bye, Carolyn. Thank you for coming on. I'm going there before Thanksgiving, girl. Send me the address. Jill Johnson. Loretta. Yes, let's eat Thanksgiving first. At home had that stuff up. They sure did. And I couldn't do it. I was just like, don't y'all even try it at home. Oh, you're waiting? Yes, yes. I'm going Monday and I can hear my husband saying, really another tree, girl. They don't understand. They don't understand. Mr. B's like, how many trees can a person have? Why do we have to have all these trees? When we grew up, we only had one tree. But even when we was growing up, I always wanted to have more than one tree. I'm proud of myself. I've been out of the storage. You're doing very well, Maria. The deers were, yeah, those deers are really pretty. I got my new tree from Goodwill. Oh my. Oh, I know you got a good deal then, Michael. You're trying to flock your tree. I did that last year.
Still over here, yeah.
I'm not yapping. I'm talking now to my friend.
Still over here, cat.
He said I'm still over here cackling, y'all.
Still oil right here. Can you put the eggs on? Remember,
I
potatoes
told
and
you I didn't
onions.
have. I wanted to work it together.
We're going to have it, your store. Got 89 cents.
Okay.
88 cents.
I'm gonna put those on with the potatoes. I told y'all that Mr. B is gonna have. He asked me if I could make wings, my hot wings, and potato salad. So I didn't have any eggs.
Mr. B had to go do what he do.
Yeah, so Mr. B had to go do what he do.
Make it happen.
See, he gonna make it happen from food.
So you went to think I'm 800 pounds.
They know you're not 800 pounds. They know you like to eat.
Watch that.
But yes.
You gonna put half? You doing half and half?
Mm-hmm.
Or the rest in the bag?
Mm-hmm. Um.
Or the bun?
Oh, you keep yours up to Kings Day. Yup, stores are putting stuff out already earlier each year.
Why
Yes,
you got this door open?
because I was hot.
Dang, all this nature over here.
I feel you, girlfriend. Girl, yes. Till I'm gone. Try because it's like $300 for a new tree. Girl, yes. And that's why I did not want the $300 new tree. Caribbean Queen said, hey, babe.
Hey.
He said, hey, he's gone upstairs. I think the one that Juani showed. Yeah, it's $79. It's a big tree. I showed you guys. I wanted to see it for myself before I got, because you get there and it looks really good on the picture. And you're like, you get there, you're like, that it looks nothing like that. But it is a really nice size tree. And I think it says 7.5 foot. I think that's what it was. But and it's flocked nice. It's a really nice tree. So I was happy about that. How did it turn out the tree? Maria wants to know how your tree turned out that you flocked. Sunny day, I let him know you said hi. He went upstairs. Y'all not watching the game. Girl, yes, we watching the game. Well, I was watching the game. I was watching the Notre Dame Virginia Tech game. I wanted to see if USC came on today. Babe, USC play today.
What?
USC play today?
What?
Does USC play today?
Yeah, play at 8 o'clock.
Okay, so they come on at 8 o'clock. So yeah, so I think we'll be eating by 8 o'clock. So that's what we'll be doing the eating and watching the game. Oh, and I also have some jalapeno poppers. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna cook all of that, put the jalapeno poppers in there. I'm gonna make a quick little dip for that, and we're gonna sit here and watch the game. I might make up a margarita or something. I think Mr. B has some beer up in the fridge for him. I'm not gonna drink that. I like the Michelob light beers. I don't like those. He like those like other lagers and stuff like that. I don't like that. I like the light ones, but I don't buy them. I mean, I don't drink them enough to buy them. I'll drink them like socially, but for me to buy them myself, I'm not gonna do that. So I'll probably make some type of um margarita or something. I have a mojito mix over there too. I might do, but that's gonna be dinner tonight while we watching the game. Hey, Frugalista. Hey, Vivica. Girl, yes, our stuff has been out a long time. I'm so sick of it. Jumping, going to say hi. Oh, Cindy out shopping. I made a effort, girl. I was not gonna go out there today. I don't feel like going outside. I don't wanna spend no money. I think I've done enough this week. Georgia playing Florida now. Wait a minute. Oh, that's right, because rivalry week. So that means USC is playing UCLA. Hold up. I have my umbrella in the way. I was watching the Virginia Tech game. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Let's see what channel that game is on because yeah, that should be some of Mr. B's friends. They go down to Jacksonville every year, and Mr. B was like, "I'm going next year." Miami and Florida State, Utah and Washington. I don't see Virginia Tech and Notre Dame. It must be on. Oh, there it is, Georgia, Florida. You guys like on CBS. Thank you. See, who's in the lead? Who's winning? Georgia's leading. Come on. Oh, 10 to no, 10 to oh. Oh, in the third quarter. It's a low scoring game. Well, y'all know I have to go for Georgia for here, but I'm not really Georgia for real though. I just like to see a good game, but I do want to see USC UCLA. No football here. Hubs at work. Lucky you, Mr. B. I'm sure no he has it on upstairs. And yeah, I'm gonna have this on here. Put this in here, and I'm gonna go ahead and get this chicken all cleaned and seasoned, and then I'm going to just chill and relax the rest of the evening. That's all I've been doing anyway. Vivica, I was telling them earlier that I didn't do nothing this morning. We ate breakfast. I still haven't. I've been talking to you guys. I was supposed to have been cleaning up the kitchen, and I'm talking to you guys. I haven't done nothing but get out of bed this morning. I took a shower and put on some new clean pajamas, and that's been it. I have not been out the house at all. I'm tired. I don't want to do anything. Exhausted. What am I cooking? I am making, baby, tell them what I'm making.
Hot wings and potato salad.
Hot wings and potato salad. That's what he came in. When he came downstairs, he was like, you make some hot wings and potato salad? I don't want to go out today. So I'm like, yes. That's what we're having. And he actually asked me for it a couple of days ago. Let's see what you guys say. Do you have the DirecTV app? I used to have it when I had them. Yes, I do have a DirecTV app. And so yeah, we can watch it on our phone and schedule stuff to watch. And yes, I do. Hey everyone, I nearly missed it. I've been Christmas crafting all day. Oh, Shalon, what are you making? Christmas crafting. I'm not doing anything tomorrow. I have to sing in 3 services, so I'm resting. Oh, that's nice, Jill. Yes, that famous potato salad. You wish you had some. I'm gonna have to start me a potato salad service and start sending out potato salad for Christmas. Mr. B was like, you know how much money we can make? You need to start telling people you making potato salad for Thanksgiving and Christmas. That's work. I like doing it in small batches. That's work. No. She's like, I'll tell them I have everybody on my job wanting your potato salad. I know because you talk about it so much. But now they've had it. Working on some lanterns. I think I'm leaning toward. Oh, that's gonna be nice. That's gonna be very nice. I need to work on some lanterns also, since and that was one of the projects I was gonna do today. I still have time. We ought to have a little bit of more of sunlight. It's almost 5 o'clock, and tomorrow daylight saving time. So I'm sure I will be able to get several things done. I'm hoping tonight after I get done with you and I get done with this, I'm gonna go back to work. I think I only did I do a video? I did a video and a half, I think, today. So I was good. And I know when I'm gone, I waste a lot of time out trying to go and get stuff. So I need to prioritize that better about when I go out to get like my supplies, because I end up being on a long time. Girl, Maria, you know he gonna He's gonna have an amazing time with that potato salad. He is. Yes, he is. Gonna go ahead and put these in here. And that's what he said when he come through the door. So you didn't put the potatoes or nothing on? No, because you had the eggs. So no, I'm gonna do all that together. It makes no sense to I have to boil them all anyway. So let's do it all together. And you're practicing on bowls without using a glue gun. Oh, you're doing the doggone thing. You need to show how to do that. I think Kelia makes really nice bowls. Oh, I tried to do it her way. She showed us how to do them, I think last year. I did it, but then I forgot. You got yours? Yeah. What did you get? Did you get the wreath also? Isn't it nice? Oh my God. I was so surprised at how nice it was because I thought it was gonna be kind of skimpy, but yes. So did you get the wreath also? Or did you get garland or something else? Okay. Oh no, not a flock one. Okay, okay. Yes, they're really nice, huh? Check us out. We're doing big things. Doing big things. No, this year I'm not using traditional colors. I did traditional colors well, no, I didn't. Last year I did red and black. Red, black, and gold. I think that's what I did. And I think the year before that, I did the tartan plaid with the highlights of gold. This year, I am doing um, cream. What am I doing? Cream, gold. The cream gold. I'm having a lot of like reflective things, like a lot of glass in there and a lot of crystals in there. And I'm going back and forth as to whether I wanted to do black, but I probably won't. I also kind of want to do, if you saw those ornaments from at home that had like the animal print in it and it was feathers. I like those. I really, really like those. But I don't know if that's going to be this year's tree, but I'm going to have my eye on those for next year because I have an idea for those. So, but yeah, but they're $5.99 a piece, and I don't see your girl paying $5.99 for that because I probably need six, at least six of them. That's what 36 for $30. Yeah. And then guys, when I was talking on my video and I said something was $6.99, I said $7 and I said three. I think I was trying to calculate 30%. So I didn't catch it when I said it. So when I watched it again, I was like, that's not right. I think I said 7 times 3 was 24 or something like that. And I was like, oh my God, they gonna think because I'm always doing math in my head. Mr. B said that's he can tell when I start talking about money. He says my eyes started going, and he's like, you got to see you add and stuff. He's like, oh hell, she counting money. And so I was like, that's not right. That's not 30% of that. So yeah, I thought that was funny that I didn't catch it then, but I caught it after the fact. And I watched the video several times and I was like, wait a minute, that's not right. But yeah, but I can do percentages. I love doing percentages. And how I figured out how to do them was because I'm not good at like regular math. When you start getting into um like statistics and stuff like that, I can understand that. But algebraic equations, girl, that will drive us crazy. That's almost like a different language. But I can do like percentages and stuff like that in my head. And the same thing like with statistics, because for some reason I can I correlated with shopping for real. And so people who find statistics, well, in college found it really hard. It was easy to me because some kind of way in my head, I it kind of meant some kind of way I made it correlate with shopping. And so I am like really, really good with that. I haven't done that in like years now for the statistics thing. But as far as like the percentages thing, yeah, she got that. I'm not doing traditional this year because I did it for too long with my kids. Oh man, yes. Hi Cal, I'm doing well. How are you? Maria, my stepdad used to do oxtails and spaghetti. I have never heard of oxtails and spaghetti. I'm not doing traditional. Okay, Keely, I think you're buffering, or is it just me? I don't. Oh, I was buffering. Yes, the Spanish recipe for oxtail. Never heard of that. Yes, there is something going on. Is something going on with my internet? Really? Because you guys look fine to me. Is it better? Still buffering? Oh, no. Let me see. My sound is messed up. I'm coming in and out. Okay, I'm going to log off and then I'm gonna come back. I sound possessed. Okay, okay, so I'm gonna log off for this and then I'm gonna come back and then we'll finish this. Okay.